In 2022, the Mint began releasing quarters featuring prominent women in U.S. history as part of the American Women Quarters program. But how exactly did we get here? What you may not know is that this campaign is the result of a bipartisan bill called the Circulating Collectible Coin Redesign Act of 2020. To learn more, we decided to speak to Congresswoman Barbara Lee to understand why she initiated this bill, as well as the legislative process behind it.
So much of our history has not been included. There's so many phenomenal women whose lives and legacy have never been taught. People don't know who they are, but yet they've made major, major contributions. So Rosie Rios was the current treasurer, and she came to my office. We talked about different ways of lifting up women in currency. And so we decided that we would initiate this quarter initiative, which would depict women who were trailblazers in their field. But there were many bumps in the road, but we were persistent. We worked with Chairwoman Maxine Waters. The bill went through her committee. She was phenomenal because she got it right away. We needed a Republican author, so went to Congressman Gonzalez, and we ended up with actually 17 Republican co-sponsors. Then Senator Catherine Cortez Masto from Nevada picked it up on the Senate side, and she went to a Republican colleague, Senator Deb Fischer. So it began as a bipartisan bill in the Senate side. So we had to just find that middle ground. Representative Gonzalez really got it right away. And once he co-sponsored it, then other Republicans began to co-sponsor it. So it just takes one person to step out there, and then everyone follows.
What do you feel is the impact of having diverse women on our coinage?
Can you imagine having no women, no people of color on these coins? It's outrageous. The symbolism is critical, but more importantly, it's who these women are. It's about empowering people. It's empowering young girls to know that there were women who met so many challenges and yet rose above them, and learning their stories about how they rose above them. And it's important for men and our young boys to understand that women also have played key roles in American history that we don't even know who they are. Using currency where it's widely distributed on an equal basis for everyone to begin to do a deep dive into who these women were and the magnificent lives they lived.
How do you feel now that these coins are actually going into circulation? You know, we're actually getting to hold the coins that you helped initiate.
Well, it's really humbling to know that people all over the country will have these coins by just an idea and hard work of many people who brought this to fruition. And this was an example of how you work in a team to get the job done. And remember, we have to be inclusive in the legislative process. A lot of it has to do with relationships. Every now and then there's a glimmer of hope. And so I hope that you guys keep working in a bipartisan fashion. Where you see these glimmers of hope, help us move legislation forward.